Fred is actually the CEO. He's been the CEO of Atari since 2013. And you have an interesting story about that because you came back to Atari because you had actually acquired Atari prior to that, and they couldn't make it happen like you, right? So they had you come back. Kind of tell us the backstory on how you initially came into Atari, how you sold it, your partner sold it, and then you came back.
Yeah, it's an interesting. I'll make it short
Okay.
because I could write the 200-page book on this. So I was initially I was a banker, I was investor in tech, and we were advising some companies in France, and one of them was Infogrames. And in 2000, Infogrames bought from Hasbro. Infogrames bought the Atari brand among a big division called Hasbro Interactive. So everything that was internet, online games, video games. So Atari was part of the assets. The company was created in 1972 by Nolan Bushnell. Hi, Nolan is a great individual. So I just want to say hi. But the company, the brand finally ended up with Hasbro, and Hasbro sold it to Infogrames in 2000. I was part of the company. I came to the US in 2004 to keep the ball rolling. We were doing, something in between 700, 800 million euros of revenue every year. And then in 2007, we still had some debt. So hedge fund became the largest shareholder. We all left. We said, you know what? Here's the water, electricity, gas, all the bad guys. And in fact, if you fast forward 5 years later, the hedge fund blew up. They went into liquidation and they put Atari into bankruptcy, into Chapter 11 in the US. So what I did at the time, they called me back, and what I did at the time, I bought back the company from France, which was the shareholder of Atari, and I made my way through the bankruptcy system here. It was a learning curve. And it took us basically 3 years to survive, put things back on track, because when I came back, the revenue were 1 million euros and we had debt of 31 million euros exactly. So it's, it was a very challenging situation.
Where was most of that revenue coming from? Just the brand, like licensing
Yeah,
the
1
Atari
million,
brand
yeah,
and stuff?
some T-shirts here and there.
Yeah.
So it took us 3 years to basically survive, to make our way through the different systems, the bankruptcy, the getting the debt paid back, and then 3 more years to really start regrowing the company. And so today, for those who've not followed, because it's very funny, every time I go here, I come to the US before the fast pass, but I would go through immigration and I would say, same question. What do you do here? I work for which company? Atari. And it was always the same thing. It was, oh, great, Atari, really? So it was really that first moment of very positive news. Whoa, that's great. And then just immediately after, but what are you doing today, right? So
right. Atari doesn't exist anymore. You're lying to us.
That is how they... It's like, oh, wow, yeah, I remember. Is that Atari, the Atari? And then, but what are you guys doing today? So I'm going to answer the second question. And so we're still alive, coming back from 1 million euros of revenue. Last year, we made more than 20 million. So we do simple things. We do games. Of course, starting from scratch again, we do not compete against the very, very big boys. We were the same size, as Activision, Electronic Arts, all these guys 15 years ago, but now it's completely over. So we do video games, mainly mobile and PC game, free to play. So especially strategy games, simulation games. Roller Coaster Tycoon is one of them. Citytopia is another one. So games. Then we're launching a new console. It's called the Atari Video Computer System. So it's a computer. It's not a console. It's a computer system. 8 gig of memory. You can see it here. It's that thing. So we got hit by the COVID-19. China is definitely not back to normal. So yes, we still have issues with the supply chain.
Let's talk about that.
Let me finish what we're doing, and then so we do the console, then we do licensing. So licensing meaning basically people think about T-shirts, think about the toys that you can find at retail. So T-shirts, it's nice, but doesn't make a lot of money. The arcade gaming machines, the toys, that is a big money generator. And then the last thing we're doing is the tokens. So it's software, hardware, some licensing because it's easy to do as long as we control the products, and then blockchain and tokens.
Oh, that's awesome. And what made you, before we get on the whole COVID and supply chain and how you, because you're the CEO, you're kind of the captain that's leading this ship. I want to ask you a few questions on that topic. But what intrigued you or made you double back and say, I'm gonna grab and capture this Atari asset out of this bankruptcy? What made you do that? Because you guys decided to leave it alone initially years back. What kind of change?
We got kicked out.
Oh, you got kicked out. Okay. Oh, so this is like a FU to the people that kicked you out, right?
Yeah, but it's like we know better, so we're like, okay. The beauty that's the beauty of the system. You put the money, you have the shares, you have more shares than your neighbor, you run the show.
Right.
So yeah, we were kicked out, and yeah, it was sad, but I came back because I've always loved the brand.
Okay.
And I think it's a brand that resonates with a lot of people, but of course you do not launch the brand today like you would launch the brand 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago.
If you want to see more videos and interviews like this from influential people in tech, finance, and sports, subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit the bell to be alerted. And go a step further and join the YouTube and membership area for early releases of videos like this. I'm out of here. Ha!